So starting with the big picture, we are moving still from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. Okay? The age of Pisces has polarity, two fish, swimming in different directions. And part of that age of a Pisces, while it is spiritual and it had Christ force energy, the downside is polarity in its negative pole. So there is a polarity that's positive, and it's called complementary, right? So you could say yin-yang is a polarity, but in harmony, when it works in harmony, it's actually a complement to each other. Like day complements night, or the masculine complements the feminine, or however you want to say it.
Like a balance.
Like a balance, exactly. The negative pole of the Piscean age is, choosing up sides. The good guys, the bad guys. We're right, you're wrong. And creating separation. Now that polarity is a perfect tool for growth and learning and that sort of thing. But we're moving out of that model. And the biggest piece of that model was the perpetrator-victim model. Okay?
Yep, us versus them.
Yeah, and and in that model, what's interesting is that everybody acts like a victim or speaks like a victim, but everybody's, shooting a gun. So in that perpetrator-victim model, everyone dialogues that they're victims, but no one's taking responsibility for causing that. So people say things like, well, they shot our village, so we shot their village and killed women and children, and we were justified because we're still victims. Okay, so we're moving out of that age, and we're moving into the Aquarian age, which basically is about equality, but it also says we have to be self-accountable and responsible. So it's not about good guys and bad guys, it's about we're all responsible for creating this mess. Okay? It's everyone's responsible for this war. And you brought something to the table that created it, and we brought something to the table and created it.
So it sounds like there's more accountability in an Aquarian age versus in a Pisces age.
So we're making, and as everyone really knows on the planet, we're in a shift. Whether we, believe it or not, there is global warming. There are things that have to be changed. The earth has come to a point where it's going to make changes anyway because we've polluted it so much. So we're in this shift and change. Now, the problem is that we as human beings don't like change. For the most part, we are not really conditioned to be comfortable with change. Excuse me. Everything has to be the same as it was, or something like that. People, personalities get attached to their beliefs. They get attached to their structures. They get attached to form. And when form and structure and thought forms and beliefs start to trap or, the spirit of humanity and individuals, then the forms have to be broken down. Okay? So what has to break down? The way we do business, the way we do medical care, the way we run the country, the way we run business. It's not in alignment with the longevity and the sustainability of our earth and our environment.
So this year is a year of those painful changes and transformations, but a required part of them, right?
Exactly. So this year is kind of interesting because it can have amazing opportunities and amazing breakdowns and, all in the same day.
Yeah.
It's like, it's in extremes. It can show up in extremes. Okay?